So, hello, my name is Maria Flores, and welcome to my undergraduate poetry course, where I will teach you how to read and find techniques within the poem. So, the poem that I will be reading today is Anyone Lived in a Pretty How Town by E. Cummings, and this is how it goes. Anyone lived in a pretty how town, with up so floating many bells down, spring, summer, autumn, winter, he sang his didn't, he danced his did. Women and men, both little and small, cared for anyone not at all. They sowed their isn't, they reaped their same. Sun, moon, stars, rain. Children guessed, but only a few, and down they forgot as they grew up, as they grew, autumn, winter, spring, summer, that no one loved him more by more, when by now and tree by leaf, she laughed his joy, she cried his grief, bird by snow and stir by still, any was all to her. Someone's married their everyone's, laughed their cryings and did their dance, sleep, wake, hope, and then they said their nevers, they slept their dream, stars, rain, sun, moon. And only the snow can begin to explain how children are apt to forget to remember, with up so floating many bells down. One day anyone died, I guess, and no one stooped to kiss his face. Busy folk buried them side by side, little by little, and was by was, all by all, and deep by deep, and more by more they dreamed their sleep, no one and anyone, earth by April, wish by spirit, and if by yes. Women and men, both dong and ding, summer, autumn, winter, spring, reaped their sowing and went their came, sun, moon, stars, rain. And after first reading it, it is very confusing, but this is why we're going to go into a deeper analysis of it. So, first looking at the poem, we can see that the stanza is made up of four sets of stanzas, or quatrains, and they contain a loose rhyme scheme of AABB. So, you can see in the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the eighth, and the ninth. And the entire poem in its entirety contains imagery of the feelings and sights that engage the reader's senses. And as we go through the first stanza, we can see some enjambment where a poem cuts off a line of text before the natural stopping point. We can see it in the first, second, and third stanza of this poem, and also in some others. And where it's highlighted green on the second line, that is a symbol that we see throughout the poem of up and down with the bells that can represent growth and death as going up or down, or the bells can be seen as a celebration or mourning. And highlighted in purple, we can see that it's repeated throughout the entire poem, and it represents the conformity that gets you nowhere, and that the earth just keeps spinning and the days still continue before and after your life. And as we go into the fourth line, we can see the yellow highlighter that contains an alliteration where the occurrence of words with the same consonant sound at the beginning, where he says, didn't he dance his did, and in the fourth stanza too, where he says snow and stir. And then as we go down to the second stanza in orange highlighter, where it says they sowed their isn't, they reaped their same, it contains a kind of metaphor where it describes their conformity into their normal lives, their normal ordinary lives. And we can see another metaphor in the last stanza with the bells as well, and it suggests that they were just a part of a larger metaphor representing life and death. And as we go down, highlighted in the blue, it just continues to say as they did they were supposed to, and no one really paid attention to each other except for their own families and themselves. And yeah, so then looking into the deeper context of the poem, we can go back into the themes, where the themes represent the normal stanzas of life and the desire and pressure to conform, which is just part of contemporary life. But the use of repetition emphasizes the cynical, monotonous nature of the townspeople's lives. It encourages us to do something different and spontaneous every day to keep life exciting, so that we don't remain in the same cycle of normalness, I guess. But thank you for coming to my class. Have a good day.